I now call the Iberia Parish Council meeting to order for May 22nd, 2024. The current time now is 6:02. We'll have the prayer led by Councilmember Broussard and the pledge led by Councilmember Pellerin. Councilman Broussard.
Let's bow our heads and say the Lord's Prayer.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Amen. Councilman Pellerin.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, gentlemen. Madam Clerk, please initiate the roll call.
Tommy Pollard. Here. Michael Landry. Here. Marcus Broussard. Here. Lloyd Brown.
Here.
Warren Gosherson.
Here.
Natalie Broussard. Here. Dustin Swear. James Trahan.
Here.
Scott Rossonate.
Here.
Brock Pellerin.
Here.
Brian Napier.
Here.
Lady Fontanette Brown. Here. Cayman Crapel.
Here.
And Chad Maturin.
We have 12 members in the quorum. Moving on to council member announcements. Members, anyone from the council? We do have the gentlewoman from District 12 is recognized.
Good afternoon. On behalf of District 12 and also District 11 and Generate Senior High School, we would like to thank the Office of the Lieutenant Governor, Billy Nungesser, for awarding our high school, Generate Senior High, for the 2024-25 Arts and Education Supplies and Material Grant. Generate Senior High will receive $5,250 for arts. And so we just wanted to thank them and also thank the parish president for supporting this initiative.
The gentlewoman from District 12 yields back. The gentleman from District 3 is recognized.
Yeah, I think we missed it last meeting, but we missed Mother's Day and recognizing the moms. I don't remember us doing that, so I want to. Did we miss that? So I want to make sure we cover that now. I'll speak a little bit about my mom. My mom served on the Acadia Parish Police Jury for 10 years. My dad passed away. She took over his place and continued on for 2 more terms, and actually served as parish president for 10 years of the 12. So that's my mom. That's her special story, and it's part of the reason I'm here. So good. Shout out to all the moms, and thank y'all. And sorry we missed it last meeting. So
Thank you, Mr. Broussard.
and she's watching. She's gonna watch this on YouTube tomorrow. So
Tell her to get our numbers up.
I'm still
Get
in
our
her.
numbers
I'm
up.
still in her wheel. I think. I hope so.
The gentleman
y'all.
from District 3 yields back. Anyone else, members? Hearing and seeing any requests, moving on to the parish president announcements. President Richard.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Litter abatement took place on Saturday, May the 11th. A total of 7 people participated from 8 to noon. We managed to pick up around 58 bags of trash from Washington Street to Landry Road, as well as a portion of Landry Drive. When we saying trash and bags, we're talking about your tires and everything else that goes along with picking up debris alongside the road. Sewer update for Sewage District Number 1 is in final phase of its generator projects. The project is being funded by the Louisiana Office of Community Development Water Sector Grant. 14 generators, permanent and portable, will be added to the emergency power fleet. Some of the areas include Willowwood, Belterre, Orange Grove, Highway 677, and Highway 86. Water District Number 3, I issued a notice to proceed for 2 of the water sector grant projects awarded by the Louisiana Office of Community Development. Coteau residents will begin seeing construction of a new 500,000-gallon portable water tank, storage tank, a new triplex pump, booster pump station, electrical upgrades, and another 1,400 gallons per minute water well on Coteau Road. The water well site is adjacent to the water plant facility, and this is expected to be done in about 10 to 12 months from now. Additional changes are being made to how we actually handle our Berry Parish severe weather updates. That's going to be sent out. Currently, we use Outlook emails for groups of weather updates. Is being phased out effective May the 31st. Starting on June the 1st, this message will be emailed and or text to you via Iberia Parish notification system, the PINs, Iberia PINs. So you're gonna have to sign up on that to continue to receive the emails for whatever type of notice, whatever type of weather updates, or whatever messages we're publishing. A bit of information for the council, even though everyone else is gonna be hearing this. We're gonna do our annual 2024 Iberia Parish Government Hurricane meeting, and that's going to take place on Wednesday, June the 26th, from 10 o'clock, starting at 10 o'clock in the morning at the Slyman. That's a serious event that we have every year. This meeting will focus on lessons learned from recent hurricanes responses in other parishes, and will provide a platform for various agencies and organizations to share their plans, capabilities, and concerns related to hurricane response. We're inviting, of course, to that particular meeting the sheriff departments, the police department from every municipality, the Port of Iberia, the Army Corps of Engineers, and the list goes on. This is something that we've been doing now for 9 years, going on 9 years. So it's a very big deal for Iberia Parish, and we look forward to continuing to do that and try to be ready for whatever type of emergency that may hit Iberia Parish. I'm adding something new to this parish president announcement, Mr. Chairman. We're blessed to have some very good employees in Iberia Parish, working for Iberia Parish government. I think it's important for us to recognize these employees who receive special rewards. And we have an outstanding employee by the name of Lance Provost, who's actually received a very, very serious award from 911, and if I'm not mistaken, why don't you go on and read that right quick, Clark?
Mr. Lance Provo, a dedicated communications district employee serving as the 911 Center Supervisor, has been recognized as the 2024 Louisiana APCO NENA Supervisor of the Year. This prestigious accolade was bestowed upon Mr. Provo on Monday, April 29th, 2024, by the Louisiana chapters of the Association of Professional Communications Officers and the National Emergency Numbering Association during the opening ceremony of the 2024 Louisiana APCO NENA Symposium in Bossier City. In his role as the 911 Center Supervisor, Mr. Provo oversees 4 shifts of 911 call takers, managing a total of 12 positions. The recognition comes as a result of a commendable submission by one of his subordinates to the Louisiana chapters of APCO and NENA. Mr. Provo's dedication to excellence in emergency communications continues to set a high standard for the profession, inspiring others to strive for similar achievements. Congratulations to Mr. Lance Provo on this well-deserved recognition.
That's a very serious award. And again, Mr. Chairman, I think we're going to do more of that. We have a lot of people going above and beyond of what their job is really, what they're responsible to do. Just want to make the parish council and anyone and everyone that's listening, we do have a new website out there. If you ever visit the website and you see anything that needs to be changed, or if you have any information that you would like us to add to it, please give us a call and we'll take care of that. With that, that's it for today, Mr. Chairman. Anything in? Any questions from anyone?
At this time, members, are there any questions from the parish president? Hearing and seeing none, thank you for your
Thank you, sir.
report, Mr. Richard.
Thank you, sir.
Moving on to public comments. I'll need a motion to go into public comments. I have a motion by Councilman Pollard, second by Councilman Carpel. Vote your machines, members, to go into public session. We're getting there. All right. That motion carries unanimously. We now into public session on number 1, Madam Clerk.
Comments from the general public on agenda items.
We did not receive any. Number 2, Madam Clerk.
Persons being considered for appointment to parish boards, commissions to address the council.
We do have a couple. Mr. Pat Corline to address his reapplying for the Acadiana Fairgrounds Commission.
Hi, my name is Pat Carline. I'm currently the chairman of the board for the Acadiana Fairgrounds. I've been on this board for a long period of time. We have accomplished a lot since I've been on the board. And since I've been the chairman of the board for the last 3 to 4 years, we have gotten some other things accomplished. We just recently put in a brand new 8-camera system where we can keep an eye on the arena from all angles. I would like to be considered for an appointment for another term. I feel like I've done a lot for this parish, and would like to continue and do more for the arena if possible.
Members, at this time, are there any questions for Mr. Corline?
I have a comment.
Hearing and seeing none. Mr. Pat, thank you for always being there. Thank you for all you do for us.
I have a comment.
Okay, go ahead.
Whenever you're ready.
No, go ahead.
Pat, you're doing an outstanding job. You call here a lot, but you're doing it.
I do what?
You call here a lot.
Well, I mean, I need to make sure I'm doing it
You
right.
are doing a fantastic job, and I gotta say
Yes.
that publicly. I appreciate everything that you're doing there. It takes a lot to, the amount of work that you're doing and the amount of travel that you're doing, going back and forth to Baton Rouge, at your own expense, trying to get dollars. You're doing a commendable, you're doing a great job. Thank you so much for everything.
Well, that's the only way we can get the parish to be, you know.
We have to work
people know
together.
what's going on.
Thank you,
And
Pat.
we want it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pat. Thank you for being here. Next, we have Mr. Alex Crochet. He's applying for Communication District or Levy Board. If you could just state your name and address for the record, please.
My name's Alex Crochet, live at 104 Patrick Street in New Iberia. Just a little about myself. I graduated from Catholic High, went to UL, received a Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice. Plan was to go work for the state, but when I graduated, the state was on a hiring freeze for a couple of years, so went to the oil field like most other people, and worked my way up in the company. I worked for National Oil Varco. Went back to school, got my MBA, continued to kind of work up through the company, and then when COVID hit, they shut down our whole branch, laid everybody off. So I went to two of my coworkers, asked if they wanted to start up a company with me. So we started Cajun Pump and Supply. Since then, we also started a second company, which is Cajun Outdoor and Firearms. Both of them are Sugar Mill Road in New Iberia. I'd like to be considered for the levy board or the communications board. Believe that I could bring business aspect to both of them. On the levy board, if they ever have to do anything with pumps, I have 17 years of experience with sizing, piping, working on, etc. And on the communications board, I have a criminal justice background, so you know, with law enforcement and everything else that has to go with that, I think I'd be an asset there as well. Guess that's about it.
Members, are there any questions for Mr. Crochet at this time? Hearing and seeing none. Alex, thank you for stepping up, man. We appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you.
Next, we have Miss Sarah Dake to address the council representing the U.S. Senator Kennedy's office. Miss Sarah, if you could just state your name and title for the record, please.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sarah Dake. I work for Senator John Kennedy's office. I am the Acadiana Regional Director, and thank you so much for having me here. I kind of like to come to these events every now and then and reintroduce myself to the council and also to the constituents and make sure that you guys know that y'all can give us a call if there's ever anything on the federal level that y'all need help with. If you have someone that's a veteran that needs their benefits taken care of, if you have a passport that expired and you need to, I know everybody's going to be going on summer trips and you need to go on your trip, you can give us a call, and we have caseworkers that deal with every federal agency. And, you know, we work really well with Mr. Larry and the whole council. If y'all ever have any federal projects that y'all are looking at, you know, give us a call. We're willing to help, and, you know, we are here to help out as much as we can.
Members, are there any questions for Ms. Dake while she's here? If you can leave just a few cards for some of the new members, we'll get them to them, and if y'all have any questions, you'll have her contact information numbers. All right, Sarah, thanks for being here. We appreciate you.
Thank y'all so much.
Hearing no other appointments for boards and commissions, I need a motion to go back into a regular session. I have that motion by Councilman Broussard, second by Councilman Rawson. Vote your machines, members. That motion carries unanimously. We're now back into regular session, moving on to community events and public service announcements. Number one, Madam Clerk.
Mr. Marcus Boudreau to provide information about the Iberia Parish Veterans Association Memorial Day Remembrance event held on Monday, May 27th, 2024.
Mr. Boudreau, if you can state your name and title.
Marcus Boudreau, I'm the Secretary of Iberia Veterans Association. On Monday, May 27th, 2024, we'll be having our annual Memorial Day Remembrance. This will be our 15th one this year. This one will be the 15th one that we've had since 2009. I'm here to invite all the council and their families, all the citizens of Iberia Parish and the surrounding areas. We will have our regular speakers and a few guest speakers. We have a couple of them in here tonight that's going to be there, hopefully. And this year, we start including the children now with the Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Cub Scouts, and that seems to have been working for us. We moved it from the gazebo to the Steamboat Pavilion for weather, and once that's going to be finished, hopefully by Veterans Day, it's going to be even better. This year, we have included a food truck also, so I just want to invite everybody here, and it's for everybody. I mean, it's for veterans, for their families, the surrounding areas. It's not just for Iberia Parish. And I just want to remind everybody, this weekend, it is Memorial Day weekend, and whatever we're doing, even if you can't make it to any of the functions in Acadiana, please take one moment to remember the sacrifices our veterans made.
Yes, absolutely.
Because without those sacrifices, we wouldn't be having celebrations like this. Without those sacrifices, we wouldn't be here tonight.
That's right.
So even if you can't make it to any of the functions throughout this area, throughout the state of Louisiana, at least take the time to remember our veterans.
Mr. Boudreaux, we do have a question about a gentlewoman from District 6.
Thank you for your service, Mr. Boudreaux. What time is the event on Monday?
The Iberia Jazz Band will start at 5 p.m. and the ceremony is going to start at 6.
Thank you.
The gentlewoman from District 6 yields back. Did you want to close on anything else, Marcus? Mr. Boudreaux? You want to close?
That's it.
There's no more questions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for being here, Marcus. We appreciate you, buddy.
Appreciate you.
Moving on to reports from finance and administrative actions, there is none. Reports from parish or other governmental agencies. Number 1, Madam Clerk.
Monthly permit report for the month of April 2024.
Members, you should have received that by email. Moving on to Public Works reports. Number 1.
Public Works Department report for closed work orders dated April 24th through May 7th, 2024.
Should have also received that by email. Special business, there is none. Moving on to consent agenda items for public hearing and adoption. We have the minutes of regular meeting of May 8th, 2024. Summary number 83, introduced by the clerk. Madam Clerk.
A resolution accepting the resignation of Ms. Germaine Como as a member of the Iberia Parish Tourist Commission, representing the Iberia Preservation Alliance, effective immediately.
Summary number 84, introduced by Michael R. Landry of District 2.
A resolution of condolences to the family of Miss Mary Alice Derwan, mother-in-law of former District 10 Councilman Eugene Olivier Sr., who passed away on May 1st, 2024.
Summary number 85, introduced by the parish president.
A resolution granting substantial completion to the Mullins Road over T-Bayou Bridge Rehabilitation Project, all as completed by L&R Construction Company Incorporated of Kaplan and as recommended by Project Engineer Sellers and Associates Incorporated.
Do I have a motion to open consent agenda items, members? Have that motion by Councilman Broussard, second by Councilman Landry. Councilman Broussard.
I waive.
Councilman Landry.
Summary number 84,
For what purpose does the gentleman seek recognition to remove?
seeking a unanimous second on that.
Without objection. The gentleman from District 2 yields back. The gentleman from District 10 is recognized. You good? Waive, okay. Members, is there any discussion on the main motion on any of them? Hearing none, we'll have final adoption on all except for summary number 84. Vote your machines for final adoption. That motion carries unanimously. Now going back to summary number 84, introduced by Michael R. Landry, District 2. I need a motion to open. Have that motion by Councilman Landry. Do I have a second? Second by Councilman Pellerin. Councilman Landry on discussion.
Just want to recognize Ms. Derwin and the service that Eugene has given us over the last few years. So I think it deserves a unanimous second.
Okay. I'll go back and I'll invoke that right after the second, and then we'll go back to it. The gentleman from District 10 is recognized.
I'm good.
Hearing and seeing no other discussion on the main motion, I have a floor motion by Councilman Landry for unanimous second. Is there any objection? Hearing and seeing none, vote your machines, members. That motion is adopted unanimously. Now moving on to ordinances introduced for public hearing and adoption. We have summary number 5300 introduced by the clerk.
An ordinance providing for the levy within sales tax District Number 1. An ordinance providing for the levy within sales tax District Number 1 of the Parish of Iberia, State of Louisiana, effective July 1, 2024, of a 3/4% sales and use tax upon the sale at retail, the use, lease, or rental, the consumption, the storage for use or consumption of tangible personal property, and on sales or services in the said district, providing for the assessment, collection, payment thereof, and the dedication of the proceeds of the said tax, the purpose for which the proceeds of the tax may be expended. Such tax having been authorized at a special election held in said district on April 27th, 2024.
Do I have a motion, members? I have a motion by Councilman Landry, second by Councilman Rosinay. Councilman Landry.
Waive.
Councilman Rosinay.
I'd just like to let everyone know. Pay attention to the date. It's July 1st of 2024, because I'm already getting phone calls when y'all come and do this road. And
Yeah.
when this is gonna happen, and we haven't even collected a penny yet. And even if you collect a penny, you're still not gonna start any discussions probably until August, September, because you have to let it start flowing through, and then you have to set a game plan.
Talk
and then
about
we go from
bonding.
there. Yeah, there's more to it than just, okay, we all went vote and we take off. That's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Must be the same lady that called me.
There's more than one.
No, I don't.
That's it, Mr. Chairman, thank you.
The gentleman from District 9 yields back, hearing and seeing no other discussion on the main motion. Members, vote your machines on final adoption and on summary number 5300. That motion carries unanimously. Now moving on to summary number 5301, introduced by legal.
An ordinance amending Chapter 2 of Iberia Parish compiled ordinances to approve and include the addendum to the Iberia Parish Personal Policy Manual to allow the Communications District to provide for a holiday premium pay for 911 call takers.
Do I have a motion? Have a motion on the floor by Councilman Trahan, second by Councilman Landry. Councilman Trahan, discussion.
Waive.
Councilman Landry.
Waive. I think we talked about it last week, so.
Yeah. Councilman Landry waives, hearing and seeing no other discussion on the main motion. Vote your machines on final adoption on summary 5301. That motion carries unanimously. Moving on to resolutions introduced for public hearing and adoption, we have the summary number 86 introduced by legal.
A resolution amending and supplementing Resolution Number 2016-186 to continue opposition to the filing of any coastal erosion, coastal permit, coastal zone management, or other similar lawsuits, but to urge, request, and authorize the district attorney for the 16th Judicial District to accept the offers of any oil and gas companies requesting the settlement of coastal erosion, coastal permit, coastal zone management, or other similar claims which Iberia Parish might have against them under the same or similar terms and conditions such as oil and gas companies have reached with other coastal parishes.
Do I have a motion? Have a motion on the floor by Councilman Trahan, second by Councilman Napier. Councilman Trahan.
Waive.
Councilman Napier.
Wait.
Any main motion discussion, members? Hearing and seeing none, vote your machines on final adoption of summary number 86 as written. That motion carries unanimously. Moving on to summary number 87, introduced by the parish president.
A resolution amending the 2024 Public Building Maintenance Fund budget in the amount of $60,000 to appropriate additional building repairs and maintenance funding needed for the courthouse building.
Do I have a motion? Have a motion on the floor by Councilman Rosinay, second by Councilman Landry. Councilman Rosinay.
Waive.
Councilman Landry.
Waive.
Any main motion discussion, members? Hearing and seeing none, vote your machines on final adoption of summary number 87. That motion carries unanimously. Moving on to ordinances, we have none. Just to remind the general public, our next meeting will be June 12th, and that adjudicated properties are available on Civic Source. And reminder to take our stormwater management that is found on our website. I have a motion on the floor by Councilman Pellerin and second by Councilman Brown to adjourn. Vote your machines, members. Councilman Napier, I know you don't want to leave.
What? No, I don't want to.
Councilman Capel. And that motion carries. We're now adjourned.